Hey, how are you doing? This is the home office of ExecuSpect Leadership Development, and I just wanted to tell you that there is hope for your business. You probably already know that, but let me just kind of affirm that for you. I don't know how you like to start your day, but I like to start my day with a cup of coffee and reading a little bit out of the Bible. And there's a passage of scripture that I am aware of, and I want to kind of share that with you because I think it's very applicable to your situation. It's Proverbs 29:18, and it says, "Where there is no vision, people perish." What does that mean? Well, it means that if your people in your organization have no idea, one, where the company is going, or two, what purpose they have in the organization other than just collecting a paycheck, then eventually they're going to wear out, they're going to burn out, they're going to change jobs, they're going to leave because they just feel like they have no contribution to the society whatsoever. Let me tell you a little story. Back in the mid-90s, 1995-ish, I was working in Northeast Ohio at a company that made fiberglass parts for various companies. And the press that I was working on was the largest press in Northeast Ohio, maybe even Ohio, I don't remember, but it was a huge, massive press, and we made side panels for the sleeper cabs for Freightliner trucks. That was my job. 95 parts every single day. You put this big fiberglass shell on a stand, you pour this mix in a particular pattern, you put this fiberglass veil over it, you pick it up, you put it in the press, took two of us. The press comes down, it makes the part, the press comes open, the team on the other side picks it up, pulls it out, trims all the flash off of it, put it on a drill the holes, set it aside, and then we do that over and over and over again, 95 times every single day. That gets monotonous. And after a while, I began to get a little frustrated because I'm not a routine kind of guy. I like things to be different. I like to have change. I don't like to stick to a regimented schedule. I like to keep things a little bit different and fresh. That's just me. Maybe you like things differently. But here's what happened. Somewhere along the time of my working in this company, they had come up with this process called in-mold coating, and that meant that the press would come down to make the part. It would open up about 3/4 of the way through, shoot this rubberized coating in there, press it down, and spread it all over the part, ship it to Freightliner. They don't have to paint, they don't have to prime the part. All they have to do is paint it. Saved them buku bucks, lots of money. And so as we were working this process, I was working with the engineers, working with the office staff because I was the press operator. And I learned a lot about this process. So two things happened. One, they asked me to train the entire plant, which helped me later on in life. The second thing that they did was they actually flew me and a couple of other people to the Freightliner plant in South Carolina. Maybe it was North Carolina. I can't remember which Carolina it was, but it was one of the Carolinas. So we fly down to South Carolina, North Carolina. We fly down to the Freightliner plant and we tour this plant. And now I am looking at parts, actual parts that had my name on them on the inside. I made that part, me and my press operating crew. It was fascinating to me that I saw these parts that were blank, characterless, just this big piece of fiberglass, plastic, whatever you want to call it, that had no purpose, at least as far as I was concerned, within our organization. It was just something that I had to produce and get stacked up and get approved, and quality assurance can ship it out, and everybody has a good day. Now I actually saw this part had purpose. It was going on a truck. If you've ever been into an automotive manufacturing plant, you see that they drag real slow these vehicles through the plant and they put these parts on it. And now these parts that I made, I am actually seeing them go on these big, beautiful trucks. It was fascinating. It was awesome. Now I felt like I was making a difference in this world. Without my seeing what this part was doing, I just felt like I was in there collecting a paycheck. I didn't have purpose in my life. I don't know if maybe other people don't feel that way, but that's the way I felt. And I'm just Mike. I'm just an average schmo, and I'd be willing to bet that there's other people in this world who felt the same way or feel the same way that I felt back then. But it was fascinating to me that this company sent me to this plant and I saw the parts that I was making going on to a bigger product. I saw a bumper sticker one time that said, if you have something delivered to your house, a truck driver brought it. After I saw that bumper sticker, I thought, you know what? And if it wasn't for the part that I made, that truck driver wouldn't have brought it. I made the part. I helped get that package to your home. I had a hand in that. Now, when I went back from Freightliner and went back to Northeast Ohio and continued my job, I didn't see these parts as blank, purposeless, just pieces of plastic fiberglass. I saw them as making a difference in this world. I would hope that every owner, every CEO, every boss can find some creative way to take your employees and show them what your product, what your service is doing. How is it making a difference in the world? Look at your vision statement. Look at your mission statement. Is it blank? Is it characterless? Does it describe how your business, your company changes the world? Does it really paint the picture of how you are making lives better? Because it needs to. And I know that not every employee in that plant could be flown to South Carolina to the Freightliner plant. I get that. But here's what I do know. I know that every business, every person that works for you needs to have vision. They need to find that fulfillment in their day where they can say, I'm not just here to collect a paycheck. I'm not just here making some blank part or some product. I'm not just here providing a financial service to somebody. I'm making a difference in people's lives. It's out there. Maybe it's a video. Maybe it's somebody coming in and talking about the difference that's being made by your services. It's something. Find it. Where there is no vision, people perish. People struggle. People get frustrated. Find that vision. Look at what you're doing to make this world better. Paint that picture and sell it.